Hello, everyone. We have today another interview with a very nice lady from a good and very interesting YouTube channel. Hello.
Hi, hello, hi
So,
everyone.
what's your channel's name?
My channel's name is St Petersburgme.
But why me?
Why me? There is I don't know. I wanted to make Saint Petersburg like a verb. Like St. Petersburg me, like hug me, love me, hate me, but St. Petersburg me, it. I tried to make St. Petersburg as a verb. So you should read verb me, like do something me.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It is is it having like a philosophical meaning or it's just for fun?
It's just for fun, yeah.
Yeah, people like think like subscribe how to St. Petersburg me how to St. Petersburg hair. It's
Yeah, so it
yeah,
was
it's always
for fun, not meaning deep like thoughts or something like that. Just what will happen to you when you come to Saint Petersburg? Like Saint Petersburg, verb, like a
yeah,
verb, me. So
yeah. That's cool. And I don't know. I just think now about like this. Like I don't know. Maybe cultivate me because usually like we in other towns in other cities in Russia they said like the St. Petersburg is the most cultural place in Russia. Is that true?
Um, I think it used to be. It used to be, when I moved to Saint Petersburg, I my family, my extended family, just accepted me for a month to live with them. I lived with my aunt, and they live in Kupchina area.
Yeah.
And Kupchina in Saint Petersburg is considered to be like like most Gopnik area in the city. And when the first time when we came from a railway station to their place, I saw, you know, um, I don't know how to call this plant, but completely unmaintained area in front of the apartment building, like the not the trees but the grass, the not very good grass. I don't know, we call in Russia lapuch.
Ah,
So this lapuchi were the height of myself, so 1.5 meter long. They were completely unattended, unmaintained area, and I was like, St. Petersburg seemed to be not very cultural anymore.
yeah. You said,
So, but
by the way, you said the word gopnik. Can you explain a little bit what's gopnik so people will understand?
uh-huh. Gopnik is a type of a person who has not very good manners. Like
Yeah.
their manners are not very good, and they can just come up to you and say, "Hey, what are you doing here? Why are you here? Hey, what are you
Yeah.
doing?" So they are not very um, good people.
Yeah, like maybe people from some like areas like the ghetto or something like that in the
Yeah,
US. Yes.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
something
Cool.
like that,
So,
but Russian.
but Russian ghetto. Yes. Okay. Uh, so you are originally not from Saint Petersburg. Yes.
Yes, I'm not from St. Petersburg. I moved here from Belarus, but I'm not a
Oh.
Belarusian. I'm Russian, and my family did quite a lot of traveling. So I was born in far east of Russia in Yakutia, and then we moved to Adygea Republic, which is a part of Russia, and then from Adygea Republic we moved to Belarus. And when I grew up, I, on my own, moved to St. Petersburg.
Very interesting story.
Yeah.
Yeah, from Belarus, but Russia, from Yakutia, but not Yakutian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So you like moved to St. Petersburg, and what do you think about the town there, about the living there? Like, do you like it there in that place?
Yes, I like St. Petersburg very much. It has its own personal vibe, you know. Sometimes it's a very cheerful vibe, sometimes it's very gloomy vibe, but of course, mainly it's gloomy vibe because I think that St. Petersburg's weather is famous along all the Russian regions. So it's always almost always gloomy here, raining, um, very many gray buildings, and everything is gray, and you is constantly trying to be cheerful, cheer yourself up in this environment. But St. Petersburg is quite a historical city. Yes, it's only 300 years old, but the architecture here is very beautiful. It's more European. Um, the center of the city is quite big. There are a lot of sites there, and there are a lot of places to visit here in the center of St. Petersburg and outside of the center. So yeah, St. Petersburg is a very, very nice city, with sometimes a little bit of raining and
Yeah.
gloomliness.
Did you know that there is St. Petersburg in US?
Yes, I know. Yeah, I know.
I mean, I had a friend, like he was like here in Rostov when I was in Rostov. So he was from California, but he said that he lived in St. Petersburg, and I told him which one, like in Russia, you mean? He said no, in there in the US. I'm just thinking it's interesting to watch like a comparison between the Russian and American St. Petersburg. I
Hmm.
don't know if
Yeah.
somebody did that or not.
Yes. Yes, it's very
Okay.
interesting. And frankly speaking, I would like to visit Petersburg in the USA, and compare the two cities, the vibes of two cities. It would be very, very interesting to me. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Okay, tell me please also about how you decided to start the YouTube channel. Why you created it?
I started my channel about 3 years ago. And first, I wanted to make my channel as like a travel channel in St. Petersburg and around the city, to show tourists what they can do here, where can they go, which museums they can visit, which restaurants, and so on. But then certain events started happening in the world, and the relationship between Russia and the USA began worsening and worsening. And I thought that I would make my channel about us Russians, about generally about life in Russia, and the main aim was to show the Western audience that we are the same. No matter where we live on the earth, we are the same. We want one thing. We want love and being loved by our family, and to love our family. We want peace. We want wealth for our children. We want to bring up our children and to give them education, better life. So I wanted to show this side of Russia. And to be honest with you, I get a lot of comments under my videos. People from the US, people from the UK, from Spain, they constantly telling me that we are really the same.
Yeah.
They, for example, they say, "Oh, we do the same. We
Yeah.
do the same in this situation," or we have this proverb as well. We say like this too, and
Yeah.
this is what unites people in the world, and this is what makes us like brings us together. Um so that was the aim of my channel, to show that we are the same.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Like it has like a noble goal. A noble goal, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you started your channel, and I think like I see a lot of people like from Russia recording in English videos, etc. And compared to a lot of them, I
Mm-hmm.
see you like pretty like successful in this field. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
maybe
Thank you.
you can share about your success story. How, because usually people, yeah, they start, nobody know them in the world, and then they became like a bit popular, and maybe you have like some success story to share here. How
Um,
people start finding you more.
um, I don't even know what to say about success. I don't think that I am just an example of success. I don't think that I'm just like some outstanding person. I'm just an ordinary person who lives in Russia, and this is what people see on my channel when they come to watch my videos. I don't know, maybe the success will follow when you do something eventually, like doing, not stopping, not giving up. Maybe that's the recipe for success. When you have some message and you deliver it to other people, so that we really see that we are like the one, we are we are all the same. This is the message of my channel, and maybe that brings some success to it, because people really relate to this message. Maybe that's the reason.
Yeah, maybe you are kind of finding the thing that is common between all people in the world, and that's why more people are interested.
Maybe, yeah, maybe, yeah,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that's the recipe.
yeah, that's nice. Okay, I can also ask you about you personally, like when all these events started. As you see, like you start recording a YouTube channel, etc. But how like the situation affected you personally?
um, the situation affected me personally in the first weeks of it.
Yeah.
I lost my job. I
Oh,
was not fired, but cut. So there were cuttings on my previous job, and they cut me. So that's the main effect on me. But I was lucky that the my colleagues who left company earlier last year, they invited me to the company where they work now, and now I work in that company. So it was not very long of me not having a job, and I really lucky, because YouTube is not my profession; it's my hobby for now. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so I have a full-time job, and of course I wanted to have some services for my audience. For example, I started a Russian box project. It was a project where I send the boxes where I put some Russian stuff in it, like some pastries, tea, chocolates. I had a Russian tea box and Russian beer box. But now it's not possible, of course, because the mailing the mailing like terms changed. I cannot receive payments, so basically this project is now down. I wanted to create a course on Russian culture for my audience, to dive in the Russian culture like deeply. But now it's also not possible because I'm not in the mood for this. Is the first thing, because I'm quite stressed about all the events, and again, I cannot receive payments. So for now, it's like this. Maybe I will solve it somehow. I don't know.
I hope it will be solved for all of us. We all want a better world. I mean, we
Yeah.
all want the peace, and we all want to all the problems in the world to stop. Like,
Yes. That
okay,
that is the best decision, I suppose, to stop uh, all all negatives. Let's call it like that.
yeah, of course. Okay, but also I noticed something that your English is pretty well. Like, I mean, not all Russians speak as good English as you. Like, how you learned the English language? How you managed to speak like that?
I'm an interpreter by profession, so
Oh,
that was supposed to be my job, to interpret and to translate, but I've never worked as an interpreter, unfortunately.
ah, so
So
it's related with your education, yes.
yeah, yeah.
Ah, cool. So you studied only like to translate from English to Russian and Russian to English. That's it.
Also studied German, but
Hmm.
after I finished university, I never spoke any German at all. So my skills in German are not very good now. So English is better, much
Cool.
better.
And do you visit because usually in Rostov-on-Don we have like a lot of English clubs where we practice, we meet like foreigners, we meet like sometimes even native speakers.
Mhm.
Do you visit like clubs as well?
No, now I don't visit such clubs. There are quite a lot of them in St. Petersburg. For example, I visited one club like maybe 4 years ago,
Ah,
and I visited maybe twice, but I don't know, like I don't think it's for me, like the format that is for me. I don't think so. So I'm trying to do something on my own, to listen a lot
yeah.
of English maybe podcasts, watching movies, watching YouTube. So that's how I maintain my English. And of course, my channel helps me because in my videos I speak only English. So that is what helps me to not to lose the skill of speaking.
Yeah, that's nice. Yes, it was one of the reason. Also, you never have to stop like recording no matter what, because it gives a lot of practice.
Yeah.
Really
Yes.
nice, really nice. And I'm really like impressed by you like speaking like this. Like despite you don't have a lot of practice, you don't visit like clubs, you don't visit. And did you visit countries, English speaking countries, by the way?
No, I've never been to any English-speaking country, and
Yeah,
never.
so that deserve like I don't know, good thing, like good impression gives it.
Yeah.
Gives,
So
yeah, cool.
it was my goal, you know. When I was at the university, when I studied English, I wanted to sound like an American speaking person or an English speaking person. So I did all my best to master the pronunciation. Of course, I have Russian accent, and people, when they are listening to me, they of course notice that. But I don't have this, like a Russian accent,
Yeah.
so I can speak whatever it is. So
Yeah.
it was my goal to sound more like a native speaker. So uh, I did all my best to achieve it,
Yeah,
and
that's
I
cool.
have many things to improve, of course.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course. Okay. The last question I usually ask, I'm like already like having like kind of professionalism in interviewing Russians.
Oh, you will be
Yeah.
a very good interviewer. Like with more interviews, you will be like this.
Yeah, yeah, I'm learning. Okay, the last one I want to ask is mm, uh, why people need to subscribe on you, to watch your videos, and just to enjoy your content.
I think that my content and my channel is very, educational. So people, when people watch my videos, they always writing messages to me, like private messages. They tell me that, oh, thank you so much. Your videos are so educational. I learn a lot about Russia from your videos. So I have an educational channel.
Yeah, that's good.
And if you want to learn something about Russia, about Russians, you can subscribe, of course, or just watch my videos.
Yeah, that's cool. So thank you very much for the interview.
Thank
We,
you for
I,
interviewing me. Thank you.
thank you everybody for watching.
Thank you for watching. And
Goodbye.
subscribe to this channel as well.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.